Hello, Santa Clara 723 Harmony Band. This is May 25th, 2019, and I am really happy to be able to say a few kind words your way to your band that you're considering coming to Florida in November. And we're just really excited that you are taking the steps needed to bring your band here. We're looking forward to hosting you here. And I first want to thank all of you as the parents and management of your band for undertaking this. This is not easy to do, but the hard work you're going to put in is going to provide an experience of a lifetime for your students, your kids, and for you too, and just a great family experience to come to Disney World and to Orlando and have this adventure together. And I'm honored to be able to help you pull this off and make it happen. So you know who you're talking to. I am. My friends call me El Gringo Feliz, and that's because mi esposa is de Medellin, Colombia, and it's because of her that I got involved with the bands in Latin America and judged a contest in Medellin, and it kind of took off from there. Ended up bringing the Medellin Grand Banda to Sound Sport in 2014, and they won Best of Show. And since then, many bands were asking me how we did it, and all of this has come together to be now an annual event in Florida with an international class of which you'll be coming for the second year. This is the second year for this new class. So you're trailblazers, and we're just really honored to have you to come. But you can thank my lovely wife, Sol. You know, if it wasn't for her, none of this would be happening. And this is the Florida Marching Band Championships. The origins of this, it's been here going on for years here in Florida. It's where the high school bands come together to choose their state champions in 5 different classes based on the size of the bands. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A being the largest band. And I started the international division because Florida is so close to Latin America that a lot of bands said they wish there was a competition that they could come to in the United States where they didn't have to go all the way up to Indianapolis or spend all that extra money to get further into the U.S. for a contest. And that's what the idea was to create the international division here for the Florida Marching Band Championships. And it's been very well received, and the crowd loves to see the international bands coming to compete here. So there's several things we can talk about real quick here. I won't make this too long because I know you've got lots to do on your weekend, but talk about the things that you need to get in place so you can get here. A little bit about the Disney performance, the beaches, um, and the space of where you'll be staying, and the water park hotel. I'll show you a few pictures of that. It's a wonderful place for you to stay. We've got some good pricing there. And talk about us having a party together with the other bands that will be coming so we can all get together and celebrate together, which will be a lot of fun. Of course, a big attraction here is Walt Disney World, and performing there is a dream come true for a lot of the kids. Last year, you should have seen their eyes when they walked past the Magic Castle, and with this comes 2 days in the park where you can experience all the Disney parks. And so that's a real big plus of this tour. It's not all work, there's a lot of play that you can go and do with your families. There's a long list of preparation that I'm not going to go through completely, but I'll send you this this presentation too, so you will have it to look at your leisure. But of course, visas are the big one. No visas, you're not going anywhere, and you need to be taking care of those right now. And buses, um, getting registered with Disney. Um, there's many things here that we've got to check off on a checklist to say that they've been done. Some of them I'm doing. I've got the buses lined up already, and I know how much those will cost. The hotel, I think we've got nailed down. We just need to know from you how many rooms you're going to need, and we need to let Disney know how many rooms you're going to need, and they're going to need a deposit. And um, we'll need to talk about the equipment that you're going to need. I think we can share front ensemble equipment, just set the same equipment out front and for every band, and then you just use what you need. Obviously, you're not going to be hauling marimbas and things like that, so I'll work on getting a front ensemble that'll always be out there for you to perform on. And you should already have the schedule of the days of what's going to happen on each day. And I have sent out the samples budget that you should all have. And we may want to have a separate session where we just talk about the budget and go through that with you to try and make sure you've got a good handle on how much this is going to cost. I'm trying to lower some of the costs right now, like the cost for Disney, and I think we've got the hotel down. The buses is about as low as I think we're going to get it. That's a really good price on the buses that you'll have, and but you're going to have to, the sooner than later, you need to get your air tickets because the longer you wait, the higher those are going to go up. And the local buses, we have the prices for that. The hotel, we need to send them a $500 to reserve your rooms. Excuse me, I got a cold. $500 to reserve your rooms. So you've got to tell me how many rooms you need based on a spreadsheet that I think was sent to you not too long ago that shows with 10 in a room how much each room would cost. So you need to tell me how many. If you're bringing 50 people, then you would need 10 rooms. I need to know that. Um, and so just all these things have to be dealt with. The bottom line here is this is all for the kids, and that's what we're doing this for. I don't do this for any money. I don't make any money on any of this. I don't get money from Disney. I don't get money from the bus companies. I do this just because I love what I'm doing. When I was a kid, the age of your students, I worked on a farm. I was a farm boy, and God blessed me with some talent to play a musical instrument. So I ended up getting into a group called the Cavaliers out of Chicago, Illinois. And so I went off of the farm and started traveling the country and going to see other countries because of the band, the drum and bugle corps that I was in. That was my magic carpet to get off the farm. And so if I can provide that same experience for your kids, that's all I need. That's to see the looks on their faces is all the payment I need. So that's why I do this. And I assure you, and anyone who's worked with me in the past knows that I make nothing off of this. I don't do this for money. So I do want to show you the resort, though. And give me just a second to bring that up. It's a really nice place. It's fairly new, and It does have a little water park in it, so if you had an afternoon, you could spend the afternoon, let the kids play in the pools and the water parks. The resort is the Grove Resort, and Grove Resort. You can find this on the internet, and it's got the address of where it's at. And so you can, it's right outside of Disney World in Orlando. So you can check all that out. There are the rooms and amenities, accommodations. Let's see, I think they've got some pictures of those. I would recommend that you get the 3-bedroom suites. Let me click on one of those. I think they had a picture of it here somewhere. They all have their own kitchen and several rooms, a little balcony, and so you'll have 3 bedrooms. Each bedroom will sleep 2 people, and then a pull-out bed in the dining room area that 2 more can sleep on, and then you're going to have, if you're going to put 10 people in the room, you're going to have to put a couple on the floor in sleeping bags to try and keep the cost down. But hey, I still think there's a picture of the room layout with the 3 bedrooms, and it has 2 bathrooms and a kitchen, and we can work together on the food. It doesn't come with it does not come with a breakfast. But what we can do is all the bands that are going to stay there, we can pool our money and we can cook in the kitchens that are in the rooms, for breakfast, make arepas or whatever, and just people can come to the cooking rooms and grab their breakfast, or if you're going to do a lunch there, we can combine the money and even cook a lunch, for people. And that'll help keep the cost down if we do our own cooking. And we would have a special meeting just to talk about food and how that would take place. But each of the bands, you're on your own on your free days. Some bands want to go to the beach. There's some beautiful beaches in the Tampa area, and your buses will take you anywhere. It's a flat fee. If anywhere in the Orlando, Tampa, Daytona area, your bus will take you with no extra cost. And so if you want to go to Clearwater Beach, which was voted the #1 beach in the USA, you could go to Clearwater Beach for a day on your off day. Some bands want to go spend a day at Universal, even though they've already spent 2 days at Disney. So they'll go to Universal. Some bands may want to go see the space stuff, the space museum and all the rockets. You can do whatever you want to do. And we'll help you figure that out as we get closer so you can schedule that itinerary for your band. But I just really want to thank you again for taking this on. This is going to be great fun. I look forward to seeing you and your members. And I'm sure we'll be talking one-on-one. Just tell me when you want to do it, and we'll talk through the budget. And that budget spreadsheet that was sent out. Make sure you have it. If you're missing some of that material, like the cost for the hotel, the budget for calculating costs, let me know. I'll make sure I send it to you, and make sure I have the addresses of everybody who needs to get all of those emails. Somebody make sure I have that, so when I send something out, all the right people get it. but it's kind of showtime to start making this happen, and and that's what we're going to do, because pretty soon it'll be time, as the little thing says here, I think, empaque vámonos, pack up and go. Um, you'll be packing up and getting ready to go to Orlando before you know it. And this is me. I was with my wife in Medellin at the Flower Festival, and we did one of those tours, and they gave us the hats and the things. And but we look forward to you coming, and we want to make sure that you have a safe trip. Everybody who leaves gets back home, and you'll just need to make sure that you've got health information on all of your members, so if something happens, we know how to take care of them. But we'll go over all that as well. So God bless all of you, and hang in there and help make this happen. Find your sponsors, raise your money, get your tickets, get your visas, and we'll see you in November. God bless.